with your message. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Remember to take what resonates for you. What does not resonate for you, leave it right here. Switch the roles if need be. Okay. Do know that we all possess both masculine and feminine energy. All right. So let's go ahead and get into your message. I'm gonna be using different oracles. Not gonna use tarot in this message. All right. I wasn't led to do so. Okay. So open up. Something could be significant here about your heart chakra. I did see Archangel Raphael. It says, I take pride in helping others. Okay. We spoke a lot about humanitarian work and divine feminine's reading. Okay. So like I expressed to them, Spirit wants us in a position where we are doing some sort of humanitarian work. Okay. In some way, shape, or form. All right. No matter how small, no matter how big. Okay. All right. What do we got for divine masculine? Holy Spirit, divine spirit, benevolent ancestors. What do we have? Use me as a conduit. Thank you. So we have, I am pouring into my creative endeavors. Okay. The sacral chakra is significant. We have protected against root chakra attacks. Okay. The root chakra is significant. Archangel Ariel, Archangel Michael is significant. Setting goals. The solar plexus is significant. Archangel Chamuel. We have, I call, and it's crazy. I spoke about this in Divine Feminine Message. So it says, I call my energy back from all energies who harvest off me without permission. I call that energy back cleansed and abundant and ready to use. I claim that energy that has my energy signature to keep. Ashe. Okay? So that's something that you could do on a daily basis. Okay? We then have everything I touch turns into gold. Okay, divine masculine. Bravery. Okay, and I was led to put leadership in y'all title. So yeah. Attitude. So okay, I'm not gonna say that yet. Hold on. Healer. Archangel Raphael. Okay, the heart chakra is significant. Some of you could be healing your heart chakra. Okay, we got health and fitness. Okay, so something could be significant here about your food consumption or what you eat. We got Archangel Michael peeping at the bottom, so do know that you are protected. We did see that your root chakra is protected. The number 22 could be significant. I just now saw that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So Archangel Michael wants to come out. All right. So let's see. Welcome. All right, let's see. I'll sit these over here, out of the way. Okay, so now whatever you're working on, I am picking that up. Something could also be significant about golden age energy. Okay, and I just saw 13. Anubis could be significant. Okay, so something is definitely significant here about some sort of like golden age energy. You could be going through some sort of rebirth. I'm also picking up reincarnation. Okay, so for some of you, whatever this is, it's protected with Archangel Michael here. Okay, but we have, I am pouring into my creative endeavors. Okay. Something surrounds you being brave, okay? Brave in whatever this is for you, okay? Take what resonates, what doesn't, leave it right here. All right, it may come out in this reading what this could be for some of you all right? But whatever these creative endeavors are, is going to take for you to be brave, okay? Or it takes some sort of bravery, okay? We then have protected against root chakra attacks, and we have attitude. Now, when these two cards came out beneath one another, right? Or over top one another, I'm picking up the energy that you could be given like cold shoulder. Okay, I'm getting the energy of somebody who is not into the things that they used to be in. Okay, so something is significant about that. Something is just, I heard lacking your interest or something like that, okay? Something that you're not gravitating to, something that you're like, I'll pass, or something like that is significant. Now, something, whatever this is, you could be pissing some people off, because with this coming out that your root chakra is protected, somebody is wanting you to be in some sort of promiscuous energy, okay? They want you, I heard, like one of my guys said, slanging it here, there, everywhere, okay? But with this attitude coming out right underneath it, you're like, no, I'm not with that. I don't have that appetite, okay? So something about you not having that appetite, okay? So we have setting goals and we have healer. Like I said, for some of you, you're healing from something, okay? And you're putting more focus on following, this could be following your heart, okay? And following your heart does not have to talk about love. It does not have to talk about being, in some sort of relationship or being with somebody. Following your heart, it talks about your passions, okay? And this could talk about when it pertains to your goals, your career, okay? Things that you love to do, things that make your inner child happy could be significant as well. And that's what I'm picking up here, okay? A lot of you could be healing. You're going through a process of healing, and one of those things is healing your inner child, okay? With this calling back your energy, and then this health and fitness, you can have some sort of glow to you, okay? So something could be significant here about your glow, okay? The way you look. For some of you, you're looking more youthful, okay? So something about you looking more youthful. Something about your essence, okay? So someone could have somebody wanted to walk in that, okay? I'm also, because I'm picking up energy of somebody appearing one way, they don't like that, okay? And they're trying to put that off on you, okay? And being that you're calling your energy back, if you're not doing this, you need to do this, okay? Several times a day, okay? It's a change here in the way you look, okay? Then we have everything I touch turns to gold. I already touched on that, all right? So something here is heavily protected by your guides, Archangel Michael. I mentioned the golden age, and we have Thoth right there at the bottom, okay? So light initiation, great teacher, awakening, divine magic. So you're going through some sort of light initiation. Something is significant here about some sort of coding, okay? Something could also be significant here about you all's DNA. This healer energy here is giving me that some of you are teachers, okay? And you're stepping into that, okay? We got nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. We had health and fitness here. So definitely make sure that you are nourishing yourself, okay? You're taking care of your body, okay? Taking care of your mind, all right? Cutting off things that don't serve you is definitely significant. It came off for divine feminine, okay? All right, Spirit, why is I am pouring into my creative endeavors here? All right, somebody wanted this creative power, okay? I am getting that, because I am pouring into my creative endeavors, and it's calling back your energy. They're both talking about the sacral chakra, okay? All right, let's see. So we have trust the seasons, embrace and change, cycles of life, transition and growth, okay? So whatever these creative endeavors are that's taking some sort of bravery, Spirit is saying to trust the process, okay? Whatever this is definitely going to grow, okay? For some of you, you may be looking like, okay, when is this going to take off? When is this going to flourish for me? It will, okay? Spirit is saying you have to trust, okay? Trust in the process. We also have you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north, divine masculine, okay? So you have to understand that you are not for everyone, okay? Something could also be significant here. Whatever these creative endeavors are, you can have somebody that's trying to talk you out of this, okay? So I'm hearing two types of energies, and my nose is itching. I'm hearing the energy that's just a hater, right? But I'm also hearing somebody that wants whatever this is for themselves, okay? So you got somebody around you, or you had someone around you that wants something for themselves, okay? This could be a copycat energy. This could be someone who likes to bite off of others. You know what I'm saying? All right, Spirit, what is this protected against root chakra attacks? Protected against root chakra attacks. So Archangel Michael, and I saw Archangel Raphael as well. Archangel Raphael didn't come out, but I definitely saw it. I just saw Hathor as well. So we have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. I mentioned Mother Divine, okay, in the Divine Feminine reading, okay? So make sure that you're spending time in nature, okay? This is clarifying, protected against root chakra attacks, okay? That talks about grounding, okay? So make sure that you're grounding yourself, okay? Spending time in nature. Something could also be significant here about something, some sort of downloads in nature that's linked to these creative endeavors, okay? All right, what is this setting goals energy here for Divine Masculine? What is this, Spirit? Thank you. So we have the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. Okay. So this could refer to something that you could have gave up on. Okay. That's what I'm hearing automatically. Okay. Something that you could have gave up on. All right. A second win. Okay. Is significant here. Okay. I'm getting W-I-N-D and I'm getting W-I-N as well. Okay, so something about a second wind and win is significant here. All right, I'm getting something that's a new direction. Okay, so something about a new direction, a new path. Like something could be like the same endeavor, okay, or the same goal, but it's something about tweaking it or a new direction or a new path. Okay. We then have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go, Divine Masculine. Okay. So like I said, I just was hearing something about you guys a hater. And then you got somebody who wants to take something for themselves. Okay. You got somebody who is going to tell you, oh, that would never work out. Oh, that's a bad idea. But then a year or so later, you'll see this same person developing the same thing that you had your mindset on, okay, or what was your goal, okay, and I just saw 1144, okay, so this is somebody in your friend group, okay, this is a masculine energy that's in your friend group. You can have a friend around you, and I just saw 1111, so it could be two, okay, but you have somebody around you that is a little too obsessive, okay, and this is a masculine. All right, Spirit, what is this? Hell, this could be a father figure for some of y'all. Like your father, okay, or a grandfather. What is I call my energy back? What is this? Also, calling your energy back, I'm hearing them say, is lifting this veil, okay? So something about some sort of mask falling, okay? Something about mask falling. You calling your energy back is revelation, okay? Some sort of revelation. All right, Spirit, give me something here on this call, energy back for Divine Masculine. Why is this here? Why is this here? Okay, so we have the child within. I mentioned the inner child. Okay, it says inner mother, innocence, gentleness, and tenderness. Okay, something could be significant here about a mother figure. Okay, now I did mention, because I saw 44. Something could be significant here about over obsessive or possessive or clingy mother figure. And I just saw 13:8. Okay, so something is significant about a mother figure that could be overly this like controlling. Okay, and if this mother figure is very controlling, then they will show up as a masculine. Okay, we then have Star Keeper. It says cosmic ancestors see the light by staying grounded. Okay, so definitely make sure that you're staying grounded. You got two energies coming out here talking about you remaining grounded. Okay, so not letting people push your buttons, okay, is significant. All right, you have a cosmic ancestor that's watching over you. Hathor could definitely be significant because I did see Hathor twice. Okay, so yeah. All right, what is this? Everything I touch turns to gold, and you're very abundant as well. Okay, so yeah, that's more of a reason to call your power back. Okay, yes, Hathor is really showing up. Okay, so some of you could definitely be connected to Hathor. Okay, so we have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Okay, we did see a healer here. I heard something significant here about past life. All right, so something that you're healing when it pertains to your past life. Something could be significant here about some sort of portal as well. All right, so I'm picking up portal energy. I don't don't know why, just Arcturian realm, okay? So something about the Arcturian realm could be significant, okay? What is bravery? So you could be feeling different, all right? Maybe you have some things going on. You're feeling some things within your vessel, okay? And it's because you're going through a deep cellular upgrade and healing, okay? We have ancestral realm. So it says karmic release, healing the lineage and boundaries. So yeah, you standing in your power, basically. Okay, so you standing in your power, divine masculine, is helping to heal your lineage, okay? Release these karmic and these generational curses, okay? Is significant. Because I hear a lot of people who do not want to, like I hear other readers, okay, and no shade to them, to each his own, who don't want to, and here we have Atlantis, okay? The could be significant. Memories of Atlantis, spiritual acceleration, progress, and technology, okay? But they don't want to mention curses. Curses are real, okay? Very real. Curses on the bloodline is extremely real, okay? And if they're not broken, you don't heal your lineage. You don't free your ancestors, okay? That's just plain and simple. And I just saw 1610, okay? So yeah. All right, Spirit, what is this attitude? So you standing in your power, okay? You taking this journey, taking this leap, okay, to heal your bloodline has taken some bravery, okay? What's this attitude? What is the attitude for divine masculine? What's this, Spirit? Okay, so we got Temple of Truth, the throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. So yeah, expressing yourself. Okay, standing in your power, voicing what you want, what you don't want, what you're gonna go for, what you're not going for. Okay, even people that you may have been afraid to speak up to, doing so. Okay, Spirit is saying to do so with the attitude in the Temple of Truth. Okay, telling people like it is, telling people the truth. All right, if you don't want to be bothered with people, let them know that you don't want to be bothered with them, no matter who they are. Okay, you can say things in a mature way. Okay, what's this healer energy here for divine masculine? So something about your authenticity, okay, and expressing yourself. Archangel Gabriel could be significant. And Divine Mother is helping you with this, okay? For some of you, you can have mother wounding, okay? I am getting that too. We have big picture, thinking, Palladius energy, visionary, inspired ideas, okay? So not only are you a healer, you're a visionary, okay? And this goes back to everything you touch turns to gold. It goes back to you setting your goals, your endeavors, okay? Your endeavors as well. So yeah, you being a visionary, okay, is significant, and something is significant about you opening doors, opening portals, okay, for self, all right? Also, your cosmic ancestors are helping you, of course, okay, when it pertains to this, your angels as well, because for some reason that's giving me angelic energy, okay? All right, what is this health and fitness? Some of you could be trainers, okay, or you've been thinking about it, all right? I am getting that too. So envisioning things, okay? Understanding that, overstanding, you know, writing, okay? Journaling, writing, envisioning it, okay? And then taking necessary steps, okay? It says release the petals. So it says transformation, death, rebirth, shedding, all change. So yeah, like I said, you could be noticing something with your vessel. Okay, you're going through some sort of major changes, divine masculine, when it pertains to your internal and external. Okay, yeah. And you know how, like, say for instance, if a plant like died, like not the full plant dies, right? Because I'm seeing that Spirit's giving me a flash of that. They give me a flash of like a plant, and say for instance, if some of the leaves are dead, and you pick away the dead leaves, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, that's something that's significant about that. Okay. All right, what's this, Archangel Michael? So you're going through some sort of transformation and rebirth, okay? Shedding the old, all right? And all is changing, all right? Spirit is saying all is changing for you, Divine Masculine. For some of you, forced change could be significant, all right? I just heard that. What is Archangel Michael? Archangel Michael, what's the message? Thank you. So we got the anointed, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts. Like I said, I put leader in the title. Spirit led me to put leader in the title, okay? So for some of you, Spirit is encouraging you to answer the call. That goes back to like what I just mentioned about a forced change, okay? And you don't want to force change. You don't want to force change. But anywho, something is significant here too about some sort of empowerment and soul's gifts. Okay, confirmation. But yeah, something about some sort of empowerment and utilizing your gifts, all right? Your gifts are needed, okay, Divine Masculine? Spirit is saying your gifts are needed. Okay, what we got next? All right, let's see when it pertains to career. So we got major needs. Yeah, like I said, your gifts are needed, Divine Masculine. Something that is going to make you a lot of money, okay? And it's not all about the money, okay? Like I said, to help build and heal humanity is most important, okay? 2131 I just saw. All right, let's see. Yeah, obligation. Like I said, you don't want spirit to force you into your calling, into your soul's purpose, okay? Because, yeah, it's an obligation. Whatever it is, something is significant here about something being an obligation. We have speculate, okay? So something could be significant here about some sort of talk, okay, when it pertains to you, Divine Masculine, all right? Something could pertain to the root chakra, okay? We then have hobbies, okay? So something about your hobbies. You could be turning a hobby into a, like a career, okay? Or a business, okay? Something about something that you could do as a hobby. Something is significant here about it being an actual like career endeavor or something of that nature. All right, what else we got here, Spirit? What else do we have for Divine Masculine? All right, so we got seniority. I could be speaking to someone who could be like older in age, or something is significant about somebody connected to you that is older than age, like an elder, okay, could be significant. I did mention a mother figure, okay, and I mentioned a father figure as well with this seniority. This is also giving me that energy like, okay, y'all know how like we've been conditioned, that whole condition where respect your elders, right? That's fine up until you have somebody around you that's misleading you, okay? You don't, like I said, you can go about things a nice way, a kind way, but never look up to someone who is misleading you, okay? Misleading you, misguiding you, it don't matter who they are, okay? You're being respectful by removing yourself, okay? All right, what else we got here? That's a message for somebody. What else we got here for Divine Masculine? Because that's a part of some sort of conditioning. What else we got, Spirit? All right. We got background check. Okay, so for some of you, you could be going through some sort of background check, or something surrounds a background check. Okay. Something could also be significant about your ancestry. All right, so Spirit is wanting you to maybe do some sort of like ancestry DNA thing. Okay. We have university, okay? So for some of you, you could be going to, and now that's for some of you, all right? But for others, maybe you're against furthering some sort of education, or maybe you have a view that like college or university is like a waste of money, okay? Something could be significant here about like debt as well, all right? I am picking that up too. Some of you could be professors, okay, or this is what you're being called to do. Some could be significant about you being a professor because it's landing here on the throat chakra. Some of you could be doing like speaking engagements at a university. All right, what else we got here? What's this? What's this bigger picture and thinking? This visionary energy. Okay. We got hiring. Some of you could already be like entrepreneurs, okay? So maybe you're doing some sort of hiring, or some of you could have been, you know, hired, okay? We then have opportunity. Now, okay, so some sort of new opportunity when it pertains to you, Divine Masculine. All right, somebody could be hiring you, okay? Something could also be significant about your knowledge, all right? Because with that seniority, it came out for Divine Feminine as well. And I was picking up the energy of, say for instance, it came out with license as well. Somebody could have, you could be like somebody who just got on the job, right? And you don't require, it's like you learn quick, okay? So we gotta have some quick learners, okay? So something could be significant about you being a fast learner, okay? You're quick on your feet, okay? And you know, this is being looked at, which is going to provide some sort of new opportunity, okay? You being hired, all right, for some sort of new position, or like I said, this could be you, okay? You could be turning a hobby into something that is going to be very successful, and is going to require you to do some sort of hiring, okay, if you're an entrepreneur, all right? And I just saw make money, okay? Do remember, all money ain't good money, okay? All right. Now, let's get some of these, Spirit, what we got here for Divine Masculine? What do they need to hear or know right now? What needs to be known right now here? Holy Spirit, what needs to be known? Okay. So the color purple could be significant. I mentioned purple. A lot of purple came out for Divine Feminine. We have lazy lover. I'm seeing crystal jewelry as well. Crystal grid came out for Divine Feminine also. So somebody could be speaking bad on your name, okay? We got clear quartz. So definitely make sure clear quartz is amazing, all right? Look into clear quartz. With this purple, amethyst could be significant as well, all right? Dragons, okay? So for some of you, something could be significant here about some sort of like dragon DNA, or something could be significant here about you working with dragons, okay? We then have lustful. So that's more of, like I said, somebody could have been speaking on you with this lustful, lazy lover. Okay, so I'm getting the energy of some of you could have been in contact with like Jezebel energies, okay? And somebody is talking about you being a lazy lover, okay? And you being lustful, okay? Now, something could be significant here about this being like a past energy, okay? Maybe you were in this energy in the past, okay? All right, let's see. Yeah, they're doing this out of jealousy. Okay, so somebody here is jealous. Like I said, you could be, and it's falling right on attitude. So you could be denying somebody, and they got all this to say. We got full moon, so the full moon is significant. We got STD. So that's falling on health and fitness, all right? So for some of you, you could have had to heal from something, or somebody could have tried to like project some sort of STD, STI towards you during the full moon, okay? Something is significant here about wearing clear quartz or working with clear quartz, okay? Okay, so now we got the DNA Oracle. They want me to pull that out. Anytime this comes out, something is significant. Something could be significant here about somebody messing around on you. I'm picking up energy of a Divine Masculine that don't care, okay? And then something could be significant about somebody trying to pin a child on you, okay? We then have a Leo, all right? So this could be a Leo feminine, or I could be speaking to a Leo, or the fifth house could be significant. There could be some sort of drama that is going on. Fifth house also talks about a love affair. So somebody had some sort of love affair and could have tried to pin a kid on you, or this could be you that had a love affair, and you could have been dealing with a Jezebel energy or a feminine who is very lustful, right? And this person may not know who fathered her infant, all right? We got state here, but I'm not going to pull no states because it'll be forever. All right, lastly, something about your Akashic records, okay, is significant. Somebody could be jealous of whatever is in your Akashic records, all right? And then we have Mother of Creation is present. Did not mention it, okay? Something is significant here too about you burning incense, all right? So get you some sort of incense, all right? Lavender is good. Sandalwood, frankincense, and myrrh is good as well. Of course, sage, all right? Patchouli. All right, let's see. All right, Spirit, what we got? I'm also hearing Rue, okay? A Taurus is significant. A April Taurus. That came out for Divine Feminine, okay? Second house could be significant. So something about your finances. All right, what is this? We have a November Scorpio, okay? What is that? 8th house. So the 8th house could be significant. We got a March Aries. 1st house is significant. We got an August Virgo. 6th house. We got a June Gemini. 3rd house. Ooh, okay. All right, and lastly, we got a September Libra, 7th house. We have a February Aquarius, 11th house. And we got an October Libra. All right, so that's everything I have for you, Divine Masculine. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one.